Hello everyone. Welcome back. So this is going to be the unit fifth of PPM. First, we are going to recap whatever we learned so far. So without any delay, let's just start it. Okay. So here is the our topic. So first, we understand about management. What is management? Why it is important? Some of the characteristics of management. Then we understand there are three levels. So we understand what are the levels, who are under what, and what are the functions of that, what skills are under that level. Then we talk about what are the functions of management, like the planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. So then we talk about some of the legend in that management field, which is Henry Fayol. We understand their principles. We talk about why management is called as art, science, and profession. We find out the reason for that. We found out. So we also discuss about the managerial roles. I hope you remember IID, informational, uh, interpersonal, and D for decisional roles. So, and these are the subtypes of that. We also discuss about managerial skills like functional, conceptual, and technical. Sorry, conceptual, human, and technical. Yes, functional and technical are the same thing, and how it is applied at different preference at levels of management. We also talk about coordination. We also talk about emerging trends in management. Then unit 2 and 3 has talked about planning. So in the unit 2 specific, we understand about planning, nature of planning, planning process, then implementation of planning, and advantages and limitations of planning. So yeah, that is what we talk about. In terms of planning, we know its definition. It is basically deciding in advance what to do, when to do, how to do, and by whom to do. There are certain key features are there. Just remember the process very clearly. It is a seven-step process. Also, there are certain advantages and certain disadvantages. There is one case study. This might be the way they ask you questions in your test. In Unit 3, we discuss about MBO, which is management by objective. In here, managers sit together with the employees and they both decide what are the strategies, and basically they both work on the strategies part and how to execute and review their work together. So that is MBO is all about. We did talk about its objectives. We did talk about its process. It is a six-step process. We talk about its benefit and limitation. There are types of planning as well. Strategic, tactical, and operational. Strategic planning at the top level. Tactical is a functional, I would say, at middle level, but it's basically it understands the plan, to understand the objective and design the course of action. And whereas in operational planning, it is the daily planning on a daily basis. There are strategies and policies. We understand how it is different from each other. We also understand the different types of strategies like growth, stability, retrenchment, and combination. Uh, After that, we learned about uh, case study about this and summary. We also completed the unit 4. It is about decision making. We found out why it is very important to understand decision making process, because uh, I would say it is a very crucial process that makes or breaks the business. Its core understanding, its features, we understand its importance, limitations. We also understand the process. It is also a seven-step process. We also understand how to implement it in any business. We also understand about programmed and non-programmed decisions. Programmed are the regular day-to-day decisions, whereas non-programmed decisions are not usual, once in a while type of. decisions. Whereas we also talk about how decisions are being taken under certain like certainty or uncertainty and at risk, how decisions are being taken at that point of time. In topic 6, we discuss about understanding through examples. Now we are going to talk about organizing. So basically, this is the flow that we are going to talk about. We first talk about the nature of organizing, what is organizing, its structure, organizing structure. Then we talk about span of management and level of authority. Then we understand about departmentation. Then we talk about line and staff relationship. And at last, we understand how to implement it. So let's start with the first topic, nature of organization, organizing. First, before starting this chapter, I wanted to you understand that why we are study this chapter, because why it is essential to read about this chapter. So there are certain reasons for that. First of all, organizing is the bridge between planning and execution. Okay. Second point is it turns ideas into a structured working system. It defines who does what, who reports to whom, and how work flows. Without organizing, plans remain just ideas. No real coordination happens. Meaning, organizing is the process of arranging people, work, resources to achieve organizational goals efficiently. It involves identifying tasks, grouping them into departments, assigning responsibilities, and establishing the authority relationship. In simple terms, organizing means putting the right people at the right job with clear roles and coordination. Nature. It is a goal-oriented division of work, coordination of efforts, authority and responsibility, flexible, continuous process. These are some of the its features. Let's understand the example. Example, a clothing brand starting online sales. The owner plans to expand, divides tasks like design, production, marketing, delivery. So basically, what this manager is doing, what the owner is doing, is departmentation. We read about it in the next topics, upcoming topics. But basically, owner is performing a process called organization. The next is assigning each department a head authority. All departments coordinate to launch a new collection. That's organizing in action. Managerial insight. A plan is only as strong as the organization that executes it. Good organization turns individual efforts into collective success. So now we are going to talk about particularly organization structure. Defines how work and authority are arranged in an organization. It's like blueprint who reports to whom and how communication flows. A good structure ensures clarity, efficiency, and accountability. Meaning, organization structure refers to the formal framework that determines how tasks are divided, grouped, and coordinated within an organization. There are certain types of organization structure. The first is line structure. Basically, it is the oldest structure. You can see it if you are like I am from a tier 3 city, so I can. There are companies who follow this structure because only the top level management decides what we have to do and pass it to the middle, and then middle passes it to the lower. So it is as simple as that. It is quite simple. There is nothing complex in it, but in functional work divided into specialization. Basically, there are departments like production, finance, HR. Each specialist control their functions. That we call it functional organization. Line and staff organization. Here, basically, it is a combination between the line organization and the staff organization. Uh, it is a combination between line and staff. So, in line, as you can see, that there are multiple, like it is a simple process, but whereas staff organization, it gives advices. Let me read it for you. Combination of both command and staff. Staff means advisory roles. Line managers make decisions. Staff experts provide guidance. common in large organization. Metrics organization. In metrics organization, it talks about dual reporting. Employees report to both functional and project managers. Promotes flexibility and teamwork but can cause conflicts. The next organization type is committee organization. Decisions made by a group instead of an individual. Basically, the board of members, things like that. Encourage participation and shared responsibility. Okay, so managerial side basically it talks about structure follows strategy. As a business goals evolve, the organization structure must also adapt. So in short, whatever structure that you are wanted to go with, it should be complementing your business objective. It is as simple as that. Now moving to the topic three, which is span of management and level of authority. So first discuss about span of management. Span of management is nothing but how many people a manager can effectively supervise. So there are two types of span of management, the wide span and the narrow span. In wide span, if one single manager can uh, supervise many subordinates, fewer management levels, quick decision, low cost, work when tasks are simple or standardized. Narrow span is when manager supervises few subordinates, more management levels, tighter control, but slower communication. So let's talk about levels of authority. It is a layers in the management of hierarchy, balancing both ensures smooth communication and control. So now we discuss about what are the levels of management. As we know, already know, so we are skipping this part. We are just jumping to the example. In a restaurant chain, one regional manager might handle 10 outlets, but each outlet kitchen supervisor oversees only three chefs. So here narrow, narrow span, but here wide span. So that balance keeps control without chaos. Managerial insight. The right span of control saves both time and confusion. Too many layers slow down the process. Too few overload. Managers must find the sweet spot. Now we are going to move to the topic number four. It is called as departmentation. So quick uh, summary about the departmentation is it is nothing but grouping similar activities into departments. It helps specialization, coordination, and accountability for the organization. Now, how we are going to group on the basis of function, similar function, on the basis of similar products, on the basis of geography, on the basis of customers, on the basis of process by equipments. You can see there are examples. You can also read the examples. You can also see the diagrammatic representation of this as well. Now, for example, Tata Motors have departmentation by products and regions. You can also choose both to or obviously two types as well. So let's talk about topic five, which is line and staff relationship. We already understand about line authority and staff authority. So basically in here they both combine and how they are you basically it is much more using nowadays. So they included a topic separately to it. So we going to read about this quickly. Line offers make decisions, issues. Just read this thing, is the visual representation which I just created. Okay, now I'm going to read it for you. Line officers make decisions, issue orders, and take responsibility for result. Officers provide expert advice and support to line managers, HR, finance, legal advisor. Some of the importance of this both together relationship are combines decision and power with specialized knowledge, reduce burden on line managers, promotes professional advice in complex areas, improves decision quality and efficiency. Conflicts may arise. Line managers may ignore staff advice. Staff may interfere beyond advisory role. Role clarity and communication solve this. Example, in a large hospital, the head doctor manages medical staff. The HR department advises on hiring and policies. Both must coordinate for smooth operations. Managerial insight. Success lies in team harmony. Line brings authority, staff brings expertise. Together, they create a oiled management system. I hope this is very clear in your mind now. I, I I'm not sure, but hopefully, when you step into the corporate world, this is the uh, type of organization that they are following because it is much more, I would say, effective. Yes, effective it is the right word. And if you think it for a second now, you also believe that this is something you also want to if you are starting a new company. So that's it. That is it for now. Just the case study is left. Let's read it. Organizing in practice. A growing e-commerce startup faces chaos. Orders delayed, customer service lows, overlapping duties, decision. CEO organizes company into functional departments. Basis on the basis of functions, on the basis of they are grouping operations, order handling, marketing, social media, finance, payment and accounting, HR, recruitment. Result clear authority, faster transfer, service improve, and the startup scales efficiently within months. So this is how a case study is being solved under this chapter. I hope this topic is also clear and thank you. I know that I was bit fast, so you can there is a speed button in YouTube. You can slow it down. Basically, my purpose here is to give you a brief about this chapter because I am assuming that my audience here are just watching this video before their exam. So they want a quick update, or I would say quick recap of that chapter. So that is what I just did. If you want me to get slow down, you can slow down the speed on your device. That will work for you. And if you want anything, any more topic or something, anything that you wanted to talk to me or something, you can comment down below. I'll read all the comments. You can also like if if you think that I created some value in your study or something. So thank you. That is all for today. And yeah, I'm going to bring new topics and new subjects of MBA as well. So yeah, stay tuned.